Hi, sweet friend. It's Ashley Clarke with Earthkeeper Yoga, and I'm here in my studio in Birmingham, Alabama, and I welcome you to a gentle yoga practice. The title of today's class is The Fix is In. And so I've been thinking about how we get fixed in a mindset. We get fixed in a cycle of telling ourselves certain stories, and then we act from that place. And so I've just got that on my mind, and I wanted to share that with you. So that whole idea, moving through that, being mindful of that, has really directed this practice. So I invite you to have a couple of blocks as well as your trusty blanket or beach towel. Grab those things and I'll meet you right here on the mat. All right, friend, as we get started, we are going to be standing. I kind of gave you that cue, didn't I? We're going to come to the top of the mat. And you can keep the eyes open for a moment. Just let the feet start to move back and forth, just feeling into that mat beneath you, appreciating that trust that it is always here, no judgment. And then maybe rock back and forth on the feet, lift the toes, lift the heels. And keep those eyes open. Maybe rock to the outside edges of the feet and then rock to the inside. And just focusing on what's going on, just being in that brief moment of connection with your feet. Notice the space in between the inside of the foot and the outside as you roll through. And how that's a little bit different than when we normally give ourselves. All right, slowly moving back into that stillness. Go ahead and give yourself a cleansing breath. Start to feel through the rest of the body. Where is the feeling? Where is the sensation of tightness, of ease? Is it in the shoulders, the wrists, the hips, the knees, and the legs? And then slowly bring yourself back into stillness. We're going to focus just on the head for a moment. So go ahead and bring the chin parallel with the shoulders, like a little equal sign, if you will. Crown of the head reaches towards the sky. There's some space in the back of the neck. Let those palms shine forward. You've got that flat back, knees not locked. And where is the weight in the feet? Can you soften through the knees? And give yourself a cleansing breath. And if you remember that first cleansing breath that I offered, how is this one different? How was it different? Was it deeper? Was there more space? And where is the sensation here? Turn those palms in towards the thighs, and then inhale, let's send those arms up. Exhale, slowly moving them down next to each side of the hips. Inhale, rise up. And exhale, bring them down. Nice and gentle. And going and connecting with those inhales. Releasing on the exhale. Just feeling into that opening, taking up more space, and then exhale, bringing everything back in. Inhale, send the arms up. Exhale, keep the gaze towards me, settle those shoulders down, and we're going to take a fresh breath and exhale over to the right. Inhale through center, arms and gaze lift, and then exhale over to the left. Inhale, bring it up. Exhale, send it over to the side. Just getting through that tension in the neck and the jaw, using that breath. Beautiful. Inhale, arms come up, gaze comes up, and then exhale, bring those hands down in front of the heart. Bow that chin to chest. Keep that awareness and integrity throughout the body, and give yourself another cleansing breath. Notice how much more presence there is for you here, right now. Beautiful. Let those arms drop to the side. We're going to be nice and gentle. We're going to work through the shoulders just a little bit more. So inhale, roll the shoulders up towards the ears as high as you can. Yeah, you got to do that with your voice too. Exhale, release it. Inhale, rising up. And exhale, opening more through the heart, really sending those elbows back. The spine starts to get involved. Inhale, and then exhale, really shining the belly button back on the inhale. Forward on the exhale, the knees are involved. Full body. Two more. Beautiful, settling into that stillness, giving yourself that cleansing breath. There's some energy moving through the body now. Take an inhale, send this right hand out in front of you and show me your stop sign. Make sure that that shoulder comes back in line with the upper body. And then we'll send this left hand out into a big wide T. Flatten through that low back. There's a little engagement through the core as you ripple through the spine. Let's take an inhale, send this left hand over, let it come, the palm comes to the fingers, and then shine that palm away as the fingers reach back. Big stretch through that forearm. Keeping that right shoulder in line with the upper body. Breathing in and out. Beautiful. Slowly releasing, shaking out the wrists. You can shake at the knees. And then we'll shine that left palm towards me. Bring that left shoulder in line with the upper body. Here's that big right half T. And then awareness to the pelvis, to the low back body, reaching through the crown of the head. There's some empowerment from the soles of the feet to the crown of the head here. Let's take that inhale. Bring that palm over to those fingertips. Reach that palm away. Pull those fingers back. And then see what happened with that left shoulder. Maintain that integrity. And breathe. Beautiful. Slow release. Shake it out. We're going to come back to the top of the mat. And go ahead and feel it. Well, you were at the top of the mat. I wasn't. But just find a little bit of movement. And then slowly let that movement move back into stillness. Feeling back into the body, giving yourself that cleansing breath. Beautiful. All right, keep those palms shining forward. Feel into both feet and begin to rock back and forth. Just like we did before, but we're going to start to connect it to breath. Finding the pause at the inhale, at the top of the inhale, and at the bottom of the exhale, and connecting that to some movement. And stillness. Finding the pause. Last one. Beautiful. Moving back into your stillness. Finding that equilibrium throughout the body, yet still empowered. And we'll give ourselves that cleansing breath. Nice. Let's take an inhale, send the arms and the gaze up. And then exhale, nice big bend in the knees, swan diving, finding that forward fold. And what does your low back body want right here? If you need to put hands on the blocks to create some more space, to get that little side to side sway, do that. Let the head hang heavy if you can. And just pedaling through here. Maybe move forward and back a little bit. Let's give it 2 more breaths. And last one. Beautiful. With head hanging heavy, let those hands come to the mat. We're going to step back, find that down dog. And you can continue to pedal through here. Head hangs heavy. Gaze is at the knees if the eyes are open. And where are the sensations here? Two more breaths. And give yourself an inhale. Let's move into a plank. Strong through the arms. Notice the shoulders over the wrists. Heels go back. Full engagement. And take an inhale. Lower those knees softly down to the mat. Slowly find the tops of the feet on the mat. And then a slow movement back into a nice, juicy child's pose. Sway the hips side to side. And yes, if you need the knees wide here, that is always available. All right, dear friend, send that right arm long, nice and long. And then you're going to take these left fingertips and start to thread them through that right arm. And then use your grip on your fingers to slowly bring that left shoulder further over towards the right. Maybe the temple comes down to the mat. Maybe it can't make it. And keep that right arm long. Notice the sensations. Beautiful. Unthread. We'll move this left long down the mat. Left arm long down the mat, rather. And then those right fingertips thread through. And then use those fingers to walk that shoulder over just a little bit more. And breathe. Reach those left fingertips away. Notice the sensations. Beautiful. Bring that left hand back. Meet me back in a table. All right, from here we're going to start to sway side to side, connected to breath. And what's that low back look like? I just caught myself with a rounded low back. So see if you can empower and engage, moving side to side with awareness of the strength within your body. And let the hips lead. Beautiful. Coming back into your stillness. Walk those hands where the fingers touch near the top of your mat. Slowly start to bring that pelvis down, elbows bend, coming all the way down. And the nose shines down towards the floor. The feet are engaged with the toes pointing towards the back of your mat. There's length at the back of the neck. Shoulders right next to the ribs. Palms under shoulders. Low body. Nice and soft. There's only engagement right there at the shoulders. The belly is soft against the mat. Let's take an inhale. And with that awareness of staying soft, use that upper body. Breathe. We're getting into that low back. Soften the booty. Press into the elbows, lift a little higher. Inhale. Exhale, release. Press into those palms, sending the elbows away and bring yourself up even further, shining the elbows towards the top of the mat. The booty wants to be engaged here. Mindfully soften there. And then slow exhale, bringing those elbows in close to the shoulders, palms come under shoulders. Those elbows should have been close to the ribs. Send it back, child's pose. How you feeling now? What are the sensations? What's that level of softness? And how are you doing with the pace of the class? We get so fixed and moving so fast. How are you with the stillness and the softness and the pauses? Maybe it's not even an issue at this moment. All right, take an inhale. Move through your table, curl toes, lift hips, down dog. Nice and slow, feeling in, breathing. And take an inhale, lift this left leg. Point those toes, big stretch through that right hamstring. Bend that left knee, open the hip. How does the leg feel, the skin feel moving through the air like that? What's the temperature of the air? What's the sensation through that quad? Are you strong through both arms? Take an inhale, bring knee to nose. Step that left foot through. And then once you get there, you're going to slowly start to come to the long edge of your mat. You're in a wide leg forward fold. Feel softly into that low back body. And start to walk your hands towards that right leg. And we're going to move into that three-legged dog with the right leg up towards the sky. And give it all the same things. Stretch, open, feel into. Beautiful, moving back into your down dog. Moving into a plank. Full engagement. Bringing that left knee down. Right foot comes out to the right. Left hand under left wrist. Inhale, send it up. And opening here, breathing into that right shoulder. What's there? Maybe make some nice big circles. Really feeling into the whole body as you make the movement. And then find that moment to move from movement to stillness. And breathe, relax through the kneecap. Open, open, open. And then slowly bring that right hand down. Bring the right knee back to meet the left. Curl toes, lift hips. 5 breaths in this down dog. Move into your plank. Engage throughout. Empowered. Breathing. Right knee comes down. Left foot goes out to the left. Right wrist right under right shoulder. Inhale, lift it up. And stay here for a moment. Give yourself a couple of breaths before you start to move. Feel into the stability that you have through those 3 post points. Make sure that's how you need it to be. Shine that elbow towards the top of your mat. And now begin to move. Really feel into it. If that jaw wants to be tight, put the top of your tongue on the roof of your mouth. And move into your stillness. Strengthen throughout, integrity, breathe. Beautiful. Left hand comes down. Left knee comes down. Go ahead and give yourself a nice child's pose. And this child's pose brings the brow to the mat and the arms down the legs. Full release. We've asked a lot of those arms and wrists and shoulders. Let them have a moment of stillness. One more breath. Beautiful. Take an inhale. And exhale, you're just going to rise up and you're sitting on the heels. All right? So this is where those blocks would come in handy if you don't feel comfortable sitting on your heels. You could just spread the legs just a little bit wider and put the blocks right there under the tailbone, the bony part of the tailbone. All right, with the hands on the knees, go ahead and press the belly button forward. Send those elbows next to the ribs. Lift through the throat. Breathing into this opening through the bottom jaw and the neck. And take an inhale. Exhale, round it all in. Shoulder blades come forward. Tailbone really tucks in. There's a stretch through the quads. Inhale, open it back up. And exhale, close it. Give it 2 more breaths. And then as you round everything in, walk those hands forward. Slowly, slowly, slowly come all the way down onto your belly. And then send that right arm out into that half T. Press this left palm into the floor and roll over onto your right side body, bringing a block under that right temple if you need the height. That left knee bends, left sole of the foot behind the right leg that is extended long. And the more that left knee opens, the more there's an opening through the hip. So find some stillness here. Can you release through that left hip? Just explore the sensations that are here. You've got about 3 more breaths. Slowly roll over onto your belly. That right elbow bends, that left arm extends. Pressing into that right hand, bringing yourself over to that right side body. That right knee bends. That right hand can take and get that block if you needed to move that. And then just finding the stillness, but allowing for a little bit of movement to settle. Feeling into any sensations that may be here through the hip and that left shoulder. Where is the tension? Where is the ease? Longer, deeper breaths. We'll give it 3 more. Beautiful, coming down onto the belly. Moving that block out of the way. And then slowly pressing up through your table. And you can mermaid those legs over to one side. We're going to come all the way down onto our bellies. We're going to bring those knees up near the heart or outside of the ribs. The hands can come to the knees if they're not already there. Check the position of the head. Really create some space at the back of the neck. Let's move into happy baby. So peace fingers around those big toes. Moving here side to side. Maybe that leg starts to extend one at a time. Maybe the direction of the extended leg moves, exploring sensations through the hip and the hamstring. And keeping a bend in that knee, whichever one you're working with, and just letting yourself feel into sensation. And then when that feels complete, send the legs up towards the sky. Check the position of the chin again. Hands up towards the sky. Circle those ankles and wrists. Point the feet. Send the heels up. Shake out anything else that's left here in the physical body. Notice the skin and the air and how they come together. Maybe they feel apart. And then slowly move into your stillness, your shavasana. Moving into whatever posture would feel nice for you for today. And give yourself a cleansing breath. Rest. As you feel ready, you can bring some awareness back into this space. You can wiggle your fingers and your toes. Circle wrists and ankles. Reach your arms up over your head. Give yourself a full body stretch. Point those toes, reach those fingertips. And then allow yourself to roll over onto your right side. Bring those knees up close to the heart and the belly. You're in a little fetal position, still safely supported by the mat beneath you. Maybe a little curl comes to the lips in gratitude for this time. As you're ready, you can make your way back up to a comfortable seat. I'll meet you there, hands at the heart, chin bowed down towards chest. As we close our time together today, I hope you feel less fixed, as in set or stagnant or hard and tough and rigid. I hope that you feel more at ease in your physical, mental, and spiritual self. Less fixated, more gratitude. May you know kindness and may you be kind. And until we meet together again, gratitude for practicing with me. Namaste.